With EU Cookie Policy Pro, you make your shop ready for safe and controlled cookie usage. Tracking and external content only become active after your visitors give their consent. Automatic cookie detection ensures that you have all cookies in view at all times. Scripts are loaded only after consent, so you retain full control. With Google Consent Mode 5.2 support, your tracking remains optimally adjusted. Additionally, you can edit cookie information flexibly and manage your users' preferences easily thanks to clear cookie settings and groups. We are now on the home page of the Shopware administration. Before we take a closer look at the plugin, we first need to activate the default cookie notice, as our plugin relies on this functionality. To do this, we navigate to Settings, then to General, and open Basic Information. Here we scroll down to the Security and Privacy section and make sure that the option Use Default Cookie Consent Notification is enabled. If the default cookie is active, we now navigate to the plugin configuration under My Extensions and open the settings. Here we first activate the plugin as well as the automatic cookie detection to identify new cookies. However, it is important to deactivate this function again after a few days, as otherwise many unnecessary cookie entries may accumulate. Next, you can define a cookie information CMS page, which users can access directly from the cookie notice. In addition, you can configure up to 3 footer links, for example, for the imprint or the privacy policy. By default, the link text is based on the page name, but you can customize it if needed. In addition, you can define how many days unconfirmed cookies should be kept before they are automatically deleted. In the next section, we control the behavior of the cookie notice in the front end. By default, non-functional cookies are disabled. If you activate this option, all cookies will already be pre-selected. This means the user does not have to actively click on Accept all cookies. To remain GDPR compliant, this option should therefore remain disabled. Additionally, you can control the cookie buttons as well as the behavior on page load and after consent is given. It is also possible to request cookie consent again if the cookie settings have changed. In this case, the session is ignored and the user is asked to provide consent once more. In the next step, we can define the layout of the cookie notice. There are 2 options available, the default cookie banner at the bottom of the screen or a modal window. If you choose the modal window, navigation in the shop is not possible until consent has been given. Additionally, you can flexibly customize the layout of the cookie notice here, from colors and text display to button styles, widths, and priorities. Let's now take a look at these settings in the front end. Here we can see the cookie banner at the bottom of the screen with the configured buttons, as well as the footer links below, in our case, for example, the imprint link. If we click on the cookie settings, an extended view opens, showing all available cookie groups. The functional group is always active, as these cookies are required for the operation of the shop. All other groups are only activated once the user gives their consent and can be individually enabled or disabled here. Each group contains individual cookies, which are displayed in detail and can also be managed individually. We are now back in the admin area, and next we will take a closer look at the cookie groups and the individual cookies. To do this, we navigate to Settings, then to Extensions, and open EU Cookie Policy Pro. First, we take a closer look at the cookie groups. The plugin already includes predefined cookie groups, which you can edit or extend as needed. Individual cookies can then be assigned to these groups. Next, we take a look at the individual cookie entries. To do this, we navigate back and open the Cookies section. Here we see an overview of all cookies used in the shop. Many standard cookies are automatically detected and directly assigned to a corresponding cookie group. If we now open a single cookie, we can see its detailed settings, including the cookie ID and the assigned cookie group, which can be adjusted if needed. Further down, we can also view and edit the expiration time of the cookie. Another important aspect is the Google Cookie Consent mode, especially for tools like Google Analytics or Google Ads. If it is configured correctly, the user's consent is automatically passed on to these services when the cookie is accepted. Depending on the cookie, you can select the appropriate consent mode here, for example, Add Storage for marketing cookies. With this, you have learned all the important functions of the ACRIS Cookie Policy plugin. This ensures that cookies in your shop are managed transparently and used only after consent, for more control, better user experience, and a clean basis for your tracking.